Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and today I'm going to be reading over the 8.6 patch notes of Gems of War. Even though we ended up getting this patch yesterday, the patch notes didn't drop until about an hour ago, so I figured we'd go through absolutely all of it, as it will be changing quite a few things with future campaigns. From what I could tell, it seems to be almost purely an improvement, but until we actually see it in game next week and everything else, we'll be left to see if it actually is or not. But based on everything, it does seem like it's mostly an improvement overall. But let's go read through it all and see everything that has changed. So, we have given the campaign system an update to allow players to focus more on playing the game and less about completing a lot of side tasks similar to PvP seasons. For a quick explanation, please check out the updated campaign article here. So, general changes. We have separated the campaign tasks into two different parts. A reward track, which requires stars to progress, and there is a new system for earning stars that we'll mention a little bit later down the line, and 8 campaign tasks that can be completed in any order to bronze, silver, gold level over the course of the 10-week campaign, so you could just front load it all if you wanted to in that regard. Though the star system is still limited to 100 per week, as we'll see a little bit lower down. The campaign menu has received a visual update to reflect the new system and keep it aligned with the PvP seasons. Tapping the campaign button on the world map will take players directly to the campaign menu. The old pop-up was no longer meaningful. Campaign rewards. The total rewards available from the 10-week campaign are identical to, supposedly, quote-unquote, or in many cases better, quote-unquote, better. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to highlight this. Come on. Wait. I'm trying to do it, not like you could see it, but better. Better, supposedly. Better. Which means about a 50% nerf, no. But in many cases, better than the previous system. New rewards include the 121 rewards on the main track, including Elite Plus Pass rewards. And also, by the way, they finally buffed these to actually be not completely pointless now. The Elite Plus actually sounds kind of enticing now. Not so much that you have to get it, but it's definitely more worthwhile, as we'll see a little bit lower down. Because I did already skim over these. Anyways, the end, so the rewards, the 121 rewards on the main track, including the Elite Plus, so kind of similar to before, except I think there was 120 before. I guess you get one just automatically at the beginning. The additional of 24 rewards from the updated campaign tasks, which is what was over here. So you could do 8 of these per each one of those categories that you could do at any point. And I believe you could just front load those, like, literally week 1 if you really wanted to power grind it. Though they are likely longer grinds that you would want to stretch out across the 10 weeks. But theoretically, you could grind them all, I believe, within the very first week if you really want to. And then we have these changes over here. So the campaign pre-8.6 had a total of 100 rewards for free players, 100 extra rewards for Elite Pass holders, and 20 extra rewards for Elite Pass Plus holders, and 20 bonus rewards for bonus stars per week. Which basically made it so after 5 weeks, you started getting things 1 week early. That's worth mentioning because they actually buffed it quite a bit on this other side. The other thing that you, so now, after the changes, you get 40 rewards for free players in the reward track. We can already see that this is 60 rewards less. So how much better are they? We don't know. Are they adding more deed books? Are they giving some other thing there? Obviously, there are a lot of them could be consolidated. A lot of them were pretty pointless ones too. Like I think some of them were like, here's a small amount of gold or something. So we'll see exactly how this affects it. But the total rewards is 60 less on the free side. But it could just be that they consolidated some and or buffed them in a way that actually is meaningful. But that is still to be seen, as number-wise, that is 60 less. 61 extra rewards for Elite Pass Plus holders, which also is less, though once again they probably consolidated some and stuff like that. And then 20 extra rewards for Elite Plus, which is actually the same in that regard as far as total number of rewards. And the reward track, for the reward track. But the interesting thing here is you actually get immediately 200 bonus stars. What this effectively does is this allows you to get every reward from the passes 2 weeks earlier than you normally otherwise would have. Before, it would take 5 weeks before you started getting them even 1 week earlier. But now the second you get it, you get all rewards 2 weeks earlier. Which means the tarot card, if it's used for anything relevant, which it generally isn't, you would have 2 weeks earlier. But more importantly, the mythic, if it actually is any good, you would have 2 weeks earlier than you otherwise would. So overall, it's still just early access to it, similar to how it was before. This also gives you the stats a little bit earlier, so you'd get the magic earlier, the other, durability, stuff like that. So it basically just gives you early access to it. And it's, of course, the 20 extra Elite Plus rewards. And beyond that, there's an additional 24 rewards that can be earned from updated campaign tasks, 8 per each one of those rarity categories that you can do at any point during the season. And this, of course, also applies to free. So technically the free rewards are at 64 as well, as this also applies to all of the free battles that you can end up doing. We have also included or updated the types of rewards players can earn. The free rewards track has been updated to now include rare items such as Orb of Glories, which are basically like gem keys in a sense, assuming your guild gets at least 40,000 seals within a week. The Elite Pass track now includes extra Books of Deeds. So, okay, that's actually pretty big. More deed books on the paid side, the $10 paid side, or regional equivalents. But yeah, the Elite Pass track now includes extra Books of Deeds, shiny mythic tokens, so they are finally adding shiny mythics. The downside to this, though, is they're adding it seemingly only to campaign mythics. And with their streak of how bad campaign mythics have been, this is not that good. Even if you have a fully max campaign shiny mythic, like level 3 shiny mythic of a campaign mythic, it is probably weaker than the average mythic that comes out every month on the first Friday of every month, as they have had such a big streak of horrifically bad ones. I think it's been like almost 2 years since we've had one that you would even like consider putting on a team realistically. But yeah, they've been really bad, so I guess this brings them a little bit more in line, but yeah, this is not going to be like super broken. Like when you think like shinies being mythic, you would think of, you know, something like half decent or usable, but they're basically adding it to a near useless troop. So yeah, this is very rare that this is actually going to be consequential, but you know, at least it makes them a little bit more in line with where a normal mythic should be, if nothing else, and more. Anyways, beyond that, the Elite Pass track rewards now include additional shiny mythic tokens. I believe later down it mentions that you get enough from the standard pass to get it to shiny level 1. Whereas if you get the Elite Pass Plus, finishing everything will get it to shiny level 3. And unfortunately, free side, I don't believe it gets any. Of course, you'll be able to get them in shiny keys in the future, however long it takes for them to get into drop table. However, I don't believe the free side gets a single bit of shininess from it, which we'll see a little bit lower down. Elite Pass and Elite Pass Plus Pass have not changed in price, which I believe is still $10 and $25 total, or, you know, $10 and plus another $15 for the Elite Pass, so, or regional equivalents. So, yeah, that should still be the same. Anyways, Campaign Pass reward track. Players can now earn 1 campaign star when playing most game modes, event battles, PvP battles, quests, explores at difficulty 4 or higher. So this is a little bit different than before. Before you would just get a bunch of tasks that on Monday you would probably get done automatically. However, now you probably don't need to go out of your way too much, but depending on what you do, maybe. Like if you do a lot of Explore 1 difficulty, you might have to go do like a Rowain quick kill or something similar that could do up to difficulty 4 or higher, so that you can actually get your campaign stars. But realistically, I feel like most weeks, if you're doing just all dailies in the game, you're probably doing 100 battles, realistically, across everything. So this shouldn't be that much different, but it will be a little bit more annoying to rush immediately, as I feel like before you could have probably finished the weeklies in, like, what, 10 minutes, 30 minutes? Whereas now, this could take closer to an hour or two, depending on exactly how you're accumulating them. Obviously, if you're rushing them doing difficulty 4, you could finish it in under an hour, but if you're just doing a lot of battles that might take longer, like PvP battles, event battles at the later end, stuff like that, might make it take longer than before. But overall, you're still getting about the same reward, or slightly better supposedly for it, but it does look like it will take slightly more time throughout the week to end up completing them, depending on how you go about playing the game. But it is still rushable by doing something like difficulty 4 higher spamming, and just one-shotting those with a quick kill team. Players can still only earn up to 100 stars per week, so it is still a 100 star cap. So we are still only getting 100 per week, similar to before, as far as how much total progress you get. It's just the allocation of how you earn them is slightly different. And of course, the Elite Pass now gets 2 weeks ahead of time with the stars, because there's a 100 cap, so there is a limit on how many you can get. Which is why I was mentioning this puts you 2 weeks ahead if you get the Elite Pass Plus, whereas before it only put you 1 week ahead up to after the 5th week, whereas now it immediately puts you 2 weeks ahead, since there's no way to gain over 100 for free every single week. You just have to wait until the next week, similar to how it's already been. It was already like that, where every week you would earn 100 stars. Like PvP seasons, the new campaign system has a single reward track with a mix of free and Elite Pass rewards. So, campaign tasks. Similar to PvP seasons, campaigns now have a set of 8 tasks each for 6 star levels, bronze, silver, and gold. These can be earned over the course of a campaign. Earning a campaign task, star, bronze, silver, or gold, will give a reward. These rewards are available to all players and are not part of the Elite or Elite Pass Plus passes, so you'll still be able to get them for free. Campaign tasks have been simplified, so players should progress in an ordinary course of playing battles. There are no longer tasks like earning glory or spending resources. So, the new campaign tasks include Slayer, kill enemies in any battle. Yes, that can easily be done in any battle. Win any battle. Yep, that can be done anywheres. Gravekeeper, match skull gems. That you do have to go a little bit out of your way for. You have to use a skull spam team realistically. Mana Master, match mana gems in a battle except training. Is this just any? That would be pretty quick if you make a proper team for it. I'm not sure if this means it's going to be a specific color, Because that was one thing that was not really annoying, but was a factor before, where it would tell you to, go do green gems or go do blue gems. But, if you're doing like a brown spam team or an explodey team, you're not going to necessarily get it as quickly. But if this is just any mana, all 6 of them, then that's not as bad. Match 4 or more gems, so just basically extra turn spamming. You're likely getting that done whenever. Heroic Master, destroy heroic gems in any battle. This is pretty easy, especially if you use a troop that has a lot of heroic gem spamming to be able to go get that quickly. Though you'd probably be able to do it naturally, especially in PvP where there's a heroic gem in every single battle you ever do falling from the sky. Archmage, cast spells in any battle. Yep, that's going to be done automatically. Favored enemy, kill enemies in any battle except training. Okay, wasn't that the same as the other one? Oh, I guess the other one was win any battle. But yeah, what's the difference of kill enemies in that one? Favorite enemy, kill enemies in any battle except training. The specific troop type to kill will change. Oh, okay, I see. So this is based on the campaign. So if we had like a, I don't know, a dwarf campaign, you'd have to kill dwarves to go get it. Okay, that one's a little bit out of your way, but you can always just spam explore in whatever the kingdom is. So let's say it's like a, I don't know, Merlantis event, kind of like it was the previous campaign, where you got like a bunch of Merlantis stuff. So that probably would have been you had to kill merfolk or Merlantis troops. The easiest way to do that would just go to, of course, Merlantis and just spam low-level explore. In this case, given a new format, maybe explore level 4. Though for these, you can do it on explore level 1. It's only the star system that you need the explore level 4 or higher for to be able to earn your 100 weekly stars. But to be able to go do your 8 tasks for the entire season, if you want to get that done on the first week, you can expand those seemingly on explore 1 still. It's just the 100 stars per week you would have to do specifically on explore 4 or higher. But all of these you should still be able to do on Explore 1 if you want to just do Dust Devil Quick Kill, which would get something like this done very quickly, since you could just target whatever the Explorer is, go one-shot it with a Dust Devil or other similar team, and yeah, just get them done really quickly. So we saw this a little bit earlier, but Shiny Mythic Troops. We are introducing a Shiny Mythic Troop, so we finally now have every category. They mentioned in the past that they were going to do it eventually for Legends and Mythics. Now Legends have come in through the new Guild War system, and Mythics have come in through the new campaign system that will be implemented at next week. Tokens for the new Shiny Mythic Troop will be in the Elite and Elite Plus rewards, which means free players unfortunately do not get any of this. You would have to find them in the Shiny Key drop table after the fact. I'm not sure if they mentioned... Oh no, here it is, perfect. Well, we'll read that in a second. But yeah, they will eventually be in the drop table after the fact, but we'll get down to that in a second. But initially, free players will not have any access to getting the Shiny Mythic. This will allow players to upgrade the Campaign Mythic Troop to a Shiny version, so it'll always be associated to the Campaign Mythic. They're never going to be giving it to anything actually good, unless the Campaign Mythic happens to be actually good for once. Elite Pass players will be able to earn Shiny Mythic tokens to get the Campaign Mythic to Shiny Level 1, while Elite Plus players will be able to earn Shiny Mythic tokens to get Campaign Mythic to Level 3. So I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, paid side or $10 paid side gets to, or the first tier of paid side gets to Shiny Level 1, and the Mega paid side, $25 or regional equivalents, is all the way to max. And this is the other thing too. So free players, Shiny Mythic tokens will go into the Shiny chest 3 to 4 weeks after the campaign is ended. So this basically means that is up to a, what is that then? That is basically a 3-month delay effectively, almost 4-month. Because of course the campaign goes for 10 weeks, and then you have to wait for probably give it a good 4 or 5 weeks afterwards just to make sure they're actually in drop table, which is like a whole extra month. So yeah, you gotta wait almost like 3.5 months before they're in drop table compared to when Elite Pass and Elite Pass Plus are getting them. So it is a little bit of a delay, but you would still be able to go and earn them through the normal Shiny Key drop table about a month after the campaign is ended. Not after the campaign is started, but after the campaign is fully ended. Please note, a new campaign starting next week will use this new system. So this new system is being implemented on Monday. So we'll go over that on the Monday video as well, in a little bit more of a bridge version than what we're doing now. But yeah, it will be starting on Monday. So the next campaign, obviously it's the campaign downtime right now. We currently have this much time. You can check in game right now. Though I'm pretty sure most of you know when it is, but if you want to know exactly when, just check your campaign menu, and it will have the exact amount of time for when the next campaign is starting, and that will start to implement the new system. Anyways, we have a new achievement for this update. Taken to task, fully complete 2 campaign tasks to gold level in a single campaign. And we have also updated several other achievements to work with recently updated systems, like the campaigns and Guild Wars. The Other Side of Dawn, complete all of your Guild War battles in a single event. Okay, that's pretty easy. It doesn't even say win them, so you just have to, do them. So basically participate in Guild Wars, essentially. Regardless if you win or lose, as long as you do all 20 battles across the 4 days, you will end up getting that achievement. Olympus has fallen. Defeat an enemy in a palace in Guild War. So basically this requires you to win basically 100% of Guild War without losing a single battle. This would require you to do all 5 battles, basically playing Guild War properly, where you just go and keep going deeper every single time until you get to the palace and then winning the palace. This would require 100% win rate on a given Guild War, but as long as you're up against an average guild, that should be pretty straightforward a lot of times. Kingdom Crusher reached tier 5 in a single Legends Reborn event. So tier 5, Legends Reborn, reached tier 5. Kingdom Crusher. Why am I forgetting which one this is? Reached tier 5 in a Legends Reborn. Legends Reborn is the... I thought that was the one where they redo the quest. What does it mean by reach tier 5 in a single Legend Reborn? Does that just mean do the questline thing? Oh, I know what this is. You have to kill a bunch of a color on a given week. And this basically means you have to kill about 300 of a color on that given week. This is worded in a really weird way. But yeah, I think I see what it means. Basically, you earn a bunch of tiers, or, you know, of the free side, as well as just progressing all the sides, if you want to go into the other rewards. But basically, you have to kill about 300 or whatever color it tells you to go do, and that will go unlock that. So basically, you get that done automatically whenever there's a Legends Reborn event. Defender. Win a PvP defense battle in Central Spire. How does that work? Because that would be pure RNG if someone eventually dies to your team. I feel like this one's not going to work properly, but we'll see how that works. Earn 50 stars, so now we have the Midas Touch. Earn 50 stars in a single campaign. That should be really easy. You can get that done literally the first week that it starts. Hard Taskmaster. Earn 1,000 stars in a single campaign. So this basically means do half your daily in a week, or, you know, half your weekly for the stars. This is do literally 100% completion on your stars, though having the bigger pass would make that a little bit easier. But otherwise, if you're just doing the standard pass or free side, this requires 100% completion of a given campaign. Quarter Pounder, which is earn 250 stars, which is the 4th amount of the stars that you would need total. And you just have to task, earn 2 stars in a single campaign. 2 stars. I think it means 2 single full tasks. 2 stars, because based on these other wordings, 2 stars is like literally like play the game for 2 battles. Earn 10 stars in a single campaign. I'm so confused by these two. Why are they so low? Like, you would get these like the second the campaign starts. It's basically just do 2 battles and 10 battles. That one's really weird. Like, these make sense, and maybe even that one. Why are these 2 so free? Unless I'm misunderstanding something here. But that's basically just do 2 battles and do 10 battles. Interesting. Anyways, bug fixes. We have made some further improvements to Xbox behavior with how it interacts with the shop. Guild Wars defend teams were causing the locations team restrictions to apply to other game modes. We have made some further improvements to Guild Wars to optimize performance for next Guild War, which I believe is in a few weeks from now. We have ourselves a Bladed Lands campaign, Guild Wars, I believe, in 3 weeks. And we have fixed an assortment of smaller issues. But anyways, guys, that is the full rundown on the changes for the next campaign. We'll be seeing that implemented as early as Monday for when the next campaign ends up starting. If you still have any other questions, feel free to leave in the comment section below. A link will be in the description if you want to go and click on that to reach these patch notes, if you want to go reread over something yourself. And we'll do a little bit of a summary on it, of course, on the next Monday video where this will be applicable, since, of course, we'll be able to see it in game and physically see like all the aspects of it. Because, of course, right now we can't actually check it. We can see if they actually mean better when they say better, or if they just mean better. But we'll see if they actually mean better or not better. But that is still to be seen in 5 days and 4 hours from now. So we'll figure that out on Monday and just kind of mess around with that then. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.